So welcome back, drifters, and if you're not a drifter, that's okay. You can subscribe and become a drifter, that way you can be welcomed every time you watch one of my videos, but if not, that's cool too. Today I'm doing something a little bit different because, as you know, a few months ago, I destroyed all my camera equipment. I had macaroni today, but not macaroni and cheese. Oh, fucking shit. Oh, bro. Okay, so we managed to drop both my mic and my camera and everything, completely soaking it in oil. Yeah, that was a very, very bad day for me. But the good news is this gives us an opportunity to try to fix something that's broken, which, as you know, that's something I love doing. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to fix my microphone. Basically, I have no experience in this stuff. This is just me kind of fiddling. We're going to see if we can fix it. If we can, great. If not, I guess we'll just have to resort to this little guy, which seems to be working pretty good if you ask me. Okay, so here we have the mic. You can see that it still turns on, but it doesn't work really well. So it is what it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that off. I've already cleaned this thing out as best I can. We're going to go ahead, yank the battery out of that sucker right there. Bada bing, bada boom. And then we just got to remove this little T10 Torx. Okay, we got that out. Perfect. Okay, there we go. So there's the circuit board. And yep, you can see it's completely coated in oil. So I'm going to try to clean all that oil and see if I can clean up that circuit board a bit and see if that'll help it out. Okay, so I got some tweezers here. We're going to see if we can pull the circuit board up a little bit and just see if we can get behind it and make sure we get all this oil out without causing any issues. We're gonna be very careful here. Yeah, look, you can see this got completely soaked in oil in there. So that right there is the capsule for where all the sound's being captured. And sure enough, it's covered in oil. So now what we're gonna do is take in some isopropyl alcohol and basically try to rub this down, because that's the only thing that's not gonna really mess up this circuit board here. And we're gonna try to basically evaporate some of that oil. What's up, kitty? You gonna help me out? That's good. Good kitty. Amazing to think that this whole piece of equipment is based on this couple little pieces of plastic and a circuit board, and that's worth over $200. Crazy. This is probably dumb, but we're gonna do it anyway. Oh yeah, there we go. We'll find out real soon whether or not that was a good idea or a bad one. Oh boy. YOLO. Woo! Okay. Get rid of all that oil. Oh yeah, it went right through, good. If this thing works, I'm gonna be so happy. Oh, kitty, you trying to play with this string? Kitty saw a string and he's like, ooh, it's time to play. There we go, that should be good. Okay, now let's put the battery back in. All right, and we'll slide the screen back on. And boom, we're back together. Does it turn on? It does. Okay. So now let me go get a camera, we'll hook this thing up and see what it sounds like. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take my GoPro and I'm gonna plug it into this thing here just to see if we can see it. We can see the mic's there, mic's on, so we'll just slide it in here. I know this is goofy as hell because this microphone's like twice as big as this camera, but let's just see. Kitty, do you think this thing sounds good? All right, let's see what it sounds like. So unfortunately, it looks like as though this is not working. It didn't get any worse than it was, so it's not like we could really screw it up anymore, but this is real life and not the movies, so things don't always work out the way they were, but the way that we want them to, but sometimes you just gotta hope for the best and try anyway. Well, that didn't go according to plan. But that's okay because we can't fix everything. We can certainly try, but we definitely can't fix everything. So I guess now what I want to look at is my camera and what's been wrong with it, because it was obviously dropped in oil, which is not good for cameras. But, you know, to give Canon a little bit of credit, the camera was still somewhat operable. I mean, here, let me show you what I mean. All right, so check this. I'm gonna put it in the off position. That's not right. It doesn't change between video. It'll change the scenes here, but I can't get this sucker to go into and actually get it shut up. Like, it's off right now, but it's actually on. So yeah, that's awesome. And a lot of these buttons are not responding the way that they're supposed to. So yeah, it's gonna be a sad day for me. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't completely horrible, but it definitely wasn't usable for my sake, because I need to be able to switch between camera and video and being able to take pictures for thumbnails and stuff like that. And I also need to be able to use it for video when I'm shooting. I need to be able to use it when I'm in the car, and I can't leave it just on sitting on a tripod. I'll kill all my batteries. So it's not really usable in the condition that it's in. So this got me believing that maybe it's savable. So I contacted Canon and I was like, hey, you guys do any of these special repairs on the cameras? And they're like, hey, yeah, guy, we do that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. How much is it gonna cost? And they're like, we'll tell you when we see it. And I was like, well, I don't really know if I like that idea, but okay, sure. Worst case scenario, I'm out shipping, they send it back. So I sent it in, and yeah, this is what happened. Boy, oh boy, I am excited. I have been waiting so long to get this back. So I finally got my camera back from Canon. Now, I sent this thing away probably about a week and a half ago, and I've been without my camera for about, I want to say about 2.5 weeks so far. And let me tell you, you don't know what you've got until it's gone. That saying, as cheesy as it is so true. I have been just missing this camera for so many reasons, because I've been filming literally with the GoPro and the iPhone, and it's doable. But I will tell you, the worst part is the part that you, the viewer, don't get to see, and that's editing. It is just a monster compared to doing it with a regular camera, with a regular memory card that you can pull out and just put right in. I mean, it's insane. Wow, that's interesting packaging, but sure. But I will tell you that just like the workflow alone of having a real camera makes a world of difference. Now, y'all saw what this looked like when I sent it away. They obviously repackaged it up. That's interesting. It's got like a little note on it too. Huh, I've never seen that before. Let's see what this says. Ah, they gave you a 6-month warranty, so that's pretty cool. All right, well, let's open this sucker up and see what we got. Okay, so it's exactly as I sent it. What I'm curious about is if they got all the oil out and if it's all working. Oh my God, it feels like brand new. Holy cow. I think they may have actually changed out the body. This thing feels like completely new. What in the world? Did they change out the screen too? They fixed the screen. Oh my God. My original screen was all chipped up from when I was using this, when I was using my angle grinder. They fixed all the chips. It was literally a metal chip in there. This all feels new, the grips. Look, I can actually see the writing on my buttons again. Holy cow. Oh my God, that switch. That's how it should feel. Oh my goodness. Is this just a new camera? Did they just send me a new camera? This feels so much better than my old camera. It looks like the mirror even is clean compared to when I first got it. That's incredible. Wow. Okay, so they went in deep on this. That is awesome. I mean, even the grips feel new. This does not feel anything like it did when I first. This literally feels like a new camera. That is so cool. I am really impressed. So I guess we should test it out. I can see a little bit of oil residue in here. You can probably see in there's a little bit. I don't know if they just didn't see it. Maybe that's from when they redid it. It's kind of concerning, but it's not terrible, but it's kind of weird that they didn't clean that out, but it should be fine. I'm gonna go get a towel. Let's just grab some of this. I think what they ended up doing was changing out the body. So like the outer plastics and stuff, because it's all new. And I definitely think they got a new screen on this thing. Let me go get a battery so we can test it. Anyway, pop that in there. Okay, put in our memory card, make sure we're still good there. All right. Moment of truth. Do we get power? Okay, she's on. Put it in manual, because I don't believe in doing it any other way. Oh, I need to put on a lens, hang on. My nifty 50, since I don't really have anything else right now that I can do. So we'll test this sucker out. I'm filming me right now, and it is definitely working. Holy cow. Okay, so that's working. Can I go to picture mode? Oh my God, it's switching, it's working. That's amazing, oh my God. I have a camera again. Holy crap. That is too good. Oh yeah, it's working great. I still can't believe they replaced my screen. They literally replaced the plastics. It's all basically brand new. Does the flash work, I wonder? Oh my God, the flash just popped up. Is it gonna flash? Let's see, I'm probably gonna blind you for a second, but let's see. Holy crap, it works. My flash works. That's amazing. They even cleaned inside here too, because this whole thing was covered in oil. Wow, that is just great. Like, I'm literally recording me, recording you, recording me. That is too good. It's so good. I am so excited right now. So you might be wondering, how much did it cost? To get this thing repaired, for everything that they did, came out to $338. And if you ask me, that's like way more than worth it. I mean, holy crap. This is basically a brand new camera. Now, obviously this camera nowadays, you could get this body, like just the body alone, brand new for about $750. But at the time when I bought it, it was like $900, and I've had it for like 3 or 4 years. So paying the $300 is still really good, because if I was gonna upgrade to a new camera, we're talking several $1,000s. So yeah, I'll take my $300 camera over that any day. So I get to keep making videos, and obviously we've been getting along using just an iPhone and a GoPro just fine. So there's gonna be a significant upgrade from the iPhone and the GoPro. But man, I will tell you, I missed having a real camera. This feels so good right now. I can't even tell you how happy I am to have this thing. Like, it just makes my day, because now I get to do a whole bunch of more creative things that I've been wanting to do. I have so many good ideas for videos that now I'm gonna be able to do, because I have the right format. Like, even just holding a camera, obviously this lens is really tiny, but like a real like lens on this thing, just holding it and like using it to film, it's just so much more, it just makes so much more sense using one of these than using your iPhone, where you have to hold it like this, and like you try to frame it and like you can never see. Like this, I can flip the screen out, take a look at myself, make sure my framing is good while having it set up on a tripod, and it's just so much easier. Whereas with the GoPro and that, I don't have the screen to tell me that my frame's good. I just have to try to get it as best as possible. And I'm sure you've seen some of my frames. I mean, I've managed to do okay, but it's a lot more work behind the scenes that you don't get to see usually. So I don't know. I'm just extremely excited right now. I can't believe the condition this thing came. I mean, it's basically brand new at this point. Like, it's basically a refurb unit. It's crazy. They even gave me the note back that I gave them. That's so cool. Yeah, I've always loved this camera. I've loved Canon for the longest time because this thing's so durable. I've dropped this thing so many times, it's not even funny. I mean, the thing was literally dropped in oil and still turned on. I mean, yeah, it broke, but like it was still able to turn on and record. I just couldn't use the sensor, and I couldn't flip around between photo, which basically means it's broken. But if you really wanted to, you could still use it. But with that oil floating in there, it was just worth getting this thing replaced. So man, I am beyond ecstatic, and especially impressed with how well they did fixing this thing. I mean, it's just, this is beyond my expectations, that's for sure. So Anyway, guys, yeah, I'm excited. I've got my camera back, and it's time to get back to work making videos. God, I am so excited to get out there and start making some great shit again. It's gonna be a lot of fun, especially since we got a lot of builds coming. So I hope you're excited for that. I'll be sure to see y'all on the next one, and I hope you have a great day. See you later.